names on it from the other YouTube channels. You know the one I'm talking about? Hey, y'all, what's happening? For Public Safety here with you with a huge court update. And I have a co host with me. We'll get to that in just a second. I'm trying to find this paper. I got a paper that I need to show y'all. Oh, I got it right here. Never mind, I got it. I got it. Once the notification goes out and some people start coming into the room, we have some stuff to go over. We've got some stuff to go over. Documents, receipts. There's some stuff to go over. Let's go, says Ryder. What's happening? Speaking of dogs, I got to bring my co-host in here for Steve Cousins. He said he wanted proof of life, and I promised a co-host. So we'll be accommodating that. We will be accommodating that in just a minute. What's up, everybody? Great to see all of you here. Now, I might be in a good mood, but that doesn't mean I'm going through good stuff. I am facing jail time tomorrow. I'll explain that in this video. Diesel Dog. Co-host, come. Come here. I know you're not supposed to, but you can right now. Come on. Get up here. Get up here. Come on. Come on. Good boy. Get up here. Get up here. Come on. All right. Come here. Right here. Right here. Now sit up. Sit up. Here. Diesel Dog. Diesel Dog. Look at the camera. Look right here. Look up here. And he's gone. There you go. There's proof of life. There's proof of life. I hope that satisfies you, Steve. He ain't supposed to be on the bed. And I don't have room anywhere else right now to do this. Our office has been overtaken with paperwork. It's a mess in there. His presence is enough, says Bill. All right, so let's go over some stuff. Put it on the chat if you're familiar with the Brown v. Ryder case, where the jail nurse from Meade County filed civil action against me in Indiana. Put it one in chat if you're familiar with the Brown v. Ryder case. I know most of you are. Good boy. You're a wonderful co-host.
He came in here and told on you.
You told on me for letting you on the bed? Damn. Member for 9 months, the mens rea. Thank you. Much appreciated. Those memberships really help us pay our legal fees. And I know we've been slacking hard on content. It's by design. I've told you guys this before. I've thrown a couple of tricks out there to throw some people off. And I don't mean to be, disingenuous in any way or anything when I do that. What I'm doing is it's all for legal purposes. It's all for legal purposes. We've got a lot of detractors that are trying to interfere with our legal battles. So sometimes it takes a little bit of trickery to make sure that they don't know what we know that we know. Right? You know what I'm saying? So sometimes we throw some things out there and they think we think something different. And then they do something to prove what we need to prove for court, if that makes sense. So there's a reason for that. There's a method to all the madness. All right. Please don't pick on me for being in my bedroom. So in the Brown v. Ryder case, it is the Meade County jail nurse who is the girlfriend of the jailer and cohabitates with the jailer, and they have a kid together, right? And as you all know, the jailer has pressed like 20 bullshit charges on me over in their county. So he's been trying to get other people to press charges on me too. Well, I guess the only one that bid on that was his own girlfriend. So there are 5 new charges pending on me in Meade County from his girlfriend, which is literally like a copy paste of what she put in her lawsuit. There were no crimes established in what she claimed in this lawsuit. She says there were 5 crimes, but there was none. There's not a single crime established in any of it. But I do have court tomorrow, and it's not for a felony hearing like you're hearing, like some people are saying on YouTube. It's for a bond increase motion. And yes, the case is attached to one of the felony cases that's not been through court yet. Obviously, I haven't been through court yet on any of it over in Kentucky. So I've got a pretrial coming up on the 24th. And I also got an arraignment on these new charges, which piggyback on this Brown v. Ryder case, which, if you ask me, it looks to me like what they're trying to do, what Brown and her boyfriend are trying to do in that case, it looks like they're using their capacity over in Kentucky to get criminal charges pressed on me to try to win the lawsuit against me over here, which is illegal as shit. But we all know they don't follow the law. These people do not follow the law whatsoever. They think they're above the law, as a matter of fact. Nothing I did in the allegations that she's written are crimes, but she wrote a bunch of crimes titles like terroristic threatening and stuff like that, and then proceeded to tell the complaint. Well, the complaint doesn't establish a single crime. Now, she wrote a bunch of crimes titles at the top, but there are no crimes established in any of the complaint. So I would say that any judge in their right mind, as soon as they see the complaint itself, they're going to dismiss all 5 of those charges because there's no crime. It's crazy, y'all. This is crazy. But so moving forward in the civil case in Indiana, the nurse versus me. Okay. Everything I wanted is what is happening as far as what I motioned to the judge. Now, that's where you all last left off, is that I went to court, and in court, the judge acknowledged my motions, which were to get a jury trial and to move to the circuit court docket because I want a jury and I want to be able to do discovery. So that was acknowledged and accepted at the last court date, which a lot of people are hearing and seeing the transcripts that were read out. Of course, the transcripts were misinterpreted, who was who. I was supposed to be in that. I am the defendant. The person that was reading the transcripts out was thinking that I was the plaintiff. So if you were to be like using the girls and the boys' voice, this person had the girl and the boy backwards. They had the people wrong in there. It's Brown versus Ryder, and I am the defendant. So every time the transcript said defendant, that's supposed to be me, not the other one. So this person was reading out saying that I was the one responding to the judge in the transcripts and stuff, but it was actually Brown that they were reading, right? Anyway, so it might have got confusing for some people. If you do see that, just know that going in is that the person that's reading them out has got the characters wrong. The unidentified would be Todd. However, that's really a nothing burger anyway. Nothing really happened. It was exactly what I expected. The only thing that was kind of exciting in that hearing was that the judge said, "Oh, by the way, in your Ryder versus Bryant case, Bryant is not off the hook." So he brought Bryant up. The judge brought Bryant up and said, "You're not off the hook. They filed some stuff in your case as well." That was the only reason he was brought up, is for that explanation. So that's still ongoing too. Now, in the Brown v. Ryder, where I am being sued as the defendant, if anybody listens to the transcript or reads them, the judge granted all my motions. The judge even also recognized that the petitioner filed in the wrong court because she also asked for a jury. Like, you can't get a jury in small claims. You have to move it to the circuit court. So the judge said, "Hey, you need a lawyer." Talking to her, "You need a lawyer because you don't know what you're doing." Now, so fast forward to now, I'm going to tell you what all movements happened in that case. Put a one in chat if you want to hear the movement that's happened in that case. Put a one in chat if you want to hear the movement. And I'm talking some fucking movement, y'all. This is banger. This is banger information that I'm willing to share with you for just a one in the chat. Just a one in the chat. I'm willing to share it if you give me ones in the chat. We'll go over that, Gregory. We'll go over that in just a minute. Right now, we're talking about the Brown v. Ryder. Don't leave, though, because that's important information I'm sure you need to know. Put a one in the chat if you want to hear the filings that I spent 2 weeks putting together and submitting into that case. One in chat if you're ready to hear it. If you don't want to hear it, you don't have to say one. So, but I want to get this room livened up. Let's party. Let's get this thing done. This is a before Chris might go to jail day party. Oh man, my chat locked up. Hold on. Why would my chat lock up at this time? I do see some ones. Are y'all chatting? Tiff, will you open this up and see if my chat locked up on your screen? It's locked up on mine. Live chat. There it's going. Now it's going. Oh, I've been getting all kinds of ones. Okay. All right. For the ones. This is for the ones. I filed all kinds of stuff. I filed the hell out of some stuff. I didn't just file, but I served some stuff. One, we filed a motion to dismiss on an anti-SLAPP basis. SLAPP, S-L-A-P-P. Do you all know what that is? Does anybody know what an S-L-A-P-P is? Anybody? I know you're all on a 7-second delay. A SLAPP is a strategic lawsuit against public participation. That's what that means. And it's just like you would think, listening to those words. Strategically, they file a lawsuit to be against any public participation. So it's a violation of free speech. It means if a public official is trying to shut you up and you're reporting on something they want you to shut up about, then they'll file one of these lawsuits to try to drain you financially, try to retaliate against you, try to intimidate you with legal proceedings. So that is what a SLAPP suit is. Well, this Brown versus Ryder is absolutely a SLAPP suit. We knew that going in. It's not like this motion couldn't have been filed right from day one, but the strategy is to get it into the other docket, because even though we knew it was a SLAPP suit, we needed the evidence to show the judge or any jury or anyone else who might need to figure that out. So we moved it to the circuit docket. I'm just now telling you all why we did what we did. Why I did what I did. I say we because I had a lawyer involved, which the lawyer's not involved at this point in time, but the lawyer's been involved all the way up to now. So what we were doing, and I'm talking about referencing me and the attorney at the time, we were getting it to the circuit court so that we could do discovery, because the discovery response from that is the proof that we'll use to show that this was a SLAPP suit. So the strategy was this, and it's been play. The strategy was to move it to the circuit court, file that first discovery packet, ask for everything you need to be able to prove this is a bullshit SLAPP case, and then at the same time that you serve it to the other people, which is interrogatories, demands for certain specific evidence, targeted evidence, memorandums to support what you're saying, and then also the interrogatory. So interrogatory and tangible discovery, meaning there's a list that has been sent for all tangible things related to this case. There is also a list that has been sent with questions, the interrogatories, pertaining to the tangible things that prove that this is a SLAPP suit that's been filed against me. Now, the rules to a SLAPP, anti-SLAPP motion, which is a motion to dismiss based on it being a SLAPP case, the rules to that is it pauses all discovery. It puts a stay on everything. And then the judge has to hear the argument of whether or not it's a SLAPP suit. But there's a trick to it. The trick is that simultaneously, when you're serving those discovery requests, you also put in a motion with the judge to allow the targeted discovery so that you can prove that it's a SLAPP case. Because I didn't have anything. I'm the defendant. I needed whatever the petitioner allegedly has or doesn't have so that I can bring it to court. So I got my discovery packet in, and then I motioned the judge to allow that one discovery packet to remain. That discovery packet includes some things that I know a lot of you all are going to want to know about. This is going to get real exciting. I'm just going to show you one of the documents, just one of the documents pertaining to this case for discovery. I'm not asking for anybody to like argue anything about it, but I'm just going to say this. Put a one in chat if you all are aware that Brown and her boyfriend, the jailer, and the nurse have been working with people on YouTube. One in chat if you're aware of that. One in chat if you're aware of that. But they have been cooperating and functioning alongside of YouTube channel people. Look at all them ones fly. See, y'all do know the story. Y'all do know what's up. We do have a 2, James the Ginger. You need to put a 1. You know it's true, buddy. You know it's true. You are a bad guy, but you also know that I'm telling the truth. All right, look at all them ones fly. So I'm not telling you any information about any of this because I'm not going to argue my case on YouTube, but these people do need to be aware that there is a summons. There is a summons and a stay on these people, on these YouTube channels. So there's a listed itemized discovery packet going to them for them to hold and maintain all of their communications, all of the videos that they have done, all of their, and I mean communications, I'm talking private messages, emails, like all of it. The people that are on this list are now officially on court record, and there is court rules behind this. They can't delete anything. They can't put anything behind members. They can't have any all of this is open to the courts now. Everything I'm saying and more, because that was the final motion was to what's it called, Tiff? I'm brain farting.
What?
Preservation of evidence.
Yeah.
So all these people have been notified. All of these people have been notified to preserve the evidence, to preserve all of their communications, preserve all the videos that they have published in regards to me, Tiffany, anything related to the case. So I'll read it out loud. These are the people that have been notified through the courts and are hereby, well, not hereby now, but this is going to get summoned. Okay. The motion's already in. This is already filed. Todd Bryant, Christopher Ruff, Killamilla 0513, Michael William Kaiser, Kelly Brown, William Meadows, Anya Meadows, Gregory Brent, Benghazi Rabbit, and Frauditer Watch. See that? It would be a bad move to do anything stupid. What do y'all think of them fucking apples? This is why you don't fuck around. This is why you don't fuck around. You get yourself wrapped up in a real life court proceeding where real life warrants get put out by real life judges to get real life information in your fucking devices. It's already done. I ain't taking it back. I need this evidence. They're filing legal action against me. I'm going to prove the cooperations. I'm going to prove with the evidence that our targeted requested that this shit right here is a slap suit. And God forbid, when I receive all of the communications, if there's anything in there that shows criminal activity, I will be pursuing that as well. What do y'all think of that? Give me some confetti. Give me some celebration horns. Something. What do y'all think of that shit? That's kind of checkmate, don't you think? It's kind of checkmate. Anyway, so that is the movement. It's all filed. Anyone that doesn't believe it can go to my case, Indiana My Case, look the case up, see it's all filed. It's all there. Yeah, Kaiser is in prison, but he still is getting this too. He's still getting this too. And all of his content in relation to me and Tiffany, that all is getting summonsed out of this too. That's what I did. This is a summons request. That's what that is. And it's not just a request, it's necessary. So, if these people try to run from it or try to delete or try to hide it, they get sanctioned by the judge and warrants get put out. And, they can find that shit. Like, if a warrant's put out about this by a judge, the resources that they have, they'll get those messages. So if they're trying to delete emails and trying to delete text messages and trying to delete DMs and trying to delete videos, all that shit's going to get fucking found out. I mean, we got the resources of the courts behind us on this. So that's where that case is. And I'm just waiting on the judge to respond. So that moves us to the second part of this video. I may be in jail tomorrow morning. I may end up going to jail tomorrow morning. Gregory, with the membership, 11 months. How many of them are doing factory reset on their phone? That won't help them. They shouldn't. It would be a bad move because that can be seen. And those things can be charged. Like when people delete stuff, the law enforcement can at least see they deleted it. And if they deleted it, they're going to be seen as a crime. Just deleting it is a crime. The Bone 10 for $5 says, well, you did warn them several times. They get what was coming to them now. That's been on them for not listening. Sorry, man, I'm having a hard time reading. Thank you so much for that, and you're absolutely right. I'm a reasonable man. I've said that through and through. I've said it lots of times. I am a very reasonable person. I'm not out here trying to get nothing to happen to nobody at all. In any case whatsoever, not any video I've ever done, nothing I've ever said on a live stream. I have never pressured anything to happen to anybody. The only thing I've ever done is shown where misconduct has occurred and questioned them about it. That's it. It's all I've ever done. So, all right. Let's talk about tomorrow. It is not a good situation. So, I do have court tomorrow at 9:20 a.m. over a motion that the prosecutor, which is so sad. I'm so disappointed in the prosecutor. I thought this prosecutor was going to be a good person and have some respect for the law. But apparently he does not, because he is playing games. He knows that I haven't done anything wrong, and he can't even put it in writing what he's accusing me of doing wrong. He just says that he is asking the judge to increase my bond based on two things, and he puts them in one sentence, and it does not tell me what the fuck he's talking about. I don't know what he's talking about because I didn't do anything. But he says the defendant has not only committed third-party contact. It's the first line he says in one sentence. Bullshit. I have not had any contact with any of the witnesses in any way, shape, or form, nor have I asked anybody to contact them in any way, shape, or form. And that's probably why the fucking prosecutor can't put in writing a date, a time, an incident, nothing. Just a bullshit allegation. And fuck you to the prosecutor for even making that bullshit allegation. Stupid, man. It's stupid. Asking to fucking do more damage to my family. You can't say that I did third-party contact because I did not. That's why they can't put a time and date. Because there isn't one. It didn't happen. Second part, he says that I have been charged with 5 new crimes. Well, no shit, Sherlock. But all of the things that the person said was a crime, not one crime is established in it, and I haven't even been to arraignment yet. That's on the 24th. Right? So why are they making me go to court tomorrow? First of all, they're not ready. They haven't given me anything to argue on. I don't even know. He says third-party contact. Well, I need an incident to be able to defend it. And here's the other thing. My lawyer, his health is really bad. He's been in the hospital. He can't be there. He's 80 years old. He's got cancer. I'm not here to share his private health information, but God, everybody knows. The dude barely survived going through COVID and was a participant that's very much known about, where he was a special participant in some kind of testing, and he's the only survivor that was going through cancer and survived COVID. $20 from Ride Dog. Thank you so much, Ride Dog. You didn't even say why. You didn't even say why. Thank you, Ride Dog. That's very much appreciated. So yeah, I don't have a lawyer tomorrow. And I'm not even sure where I'm supposed to go to court. I just know it's at 9:20 a.m. So I spent the whole day trying to figure everything out. Hopefully I got it figured out. I'm not going to say more than that. I'm just going to attend the best I know how. And I'm going to let the court know that I need a lawyer, you know, like I don't want to do the argument. I don't want to do an argument in that room. First of all, I would need a prosecutor that knows how to actually write something onto a fucking motion so that I know what the fuck to argue. What are they talking about, bro? If they say, well, on, January 5th, 2004, you made a phone call. Well, I need to be able to prove that I didn't make the phone call. So I need that date. I need that incident. I need something from them. You can't just say, come to court, we made an allegation completely up in the air. We're not going to tell you what it is so that you can't argue in the courtroom. You can't fucking do that to somebody. This is the most scam of the legal system that I've ever fucking seen anybody go through. And it just happens to be me that's the victim of it. Hard to defend yourself against ghosts, right? Is that what you said, Bill? Exactly. How am I supposed to bring a defense? So I've known about it for about a week and a half now. And I'm like, what am I defending against? What am I supposed to bring? What do I put on a memory stick? What do I put on paper? What documents do I bring? What phone records should I bring? Nikki with $5. Are you trying to make me put on my glasses? It says, make sure to go over and subscribe to Official Misconduct here. Thank you, Nikki. You didn't have to pay money to make that. Well, you did that to support, didn't you? Thank you so much, Nikki. All proceeds of anything we get is going towards lawyer fees, legal fees. We're drowning in them. We are drowning in legal fees. It's crazy, but we're doing it. We're doing it because we're not going to give up. We told y'all we weren't going to give up. We're not going to give up. And no, I'm not reading the script. I'm playing with the toothpick. Playing with the toothpick. There ain't no script. Y'all, this is fucking nuts, man. This is fucking nuts. So the last I heard, all the judges had recused from Meade County on everything, and that it was all going to get moved to the Hardin County judge. It was the last I heard. They'd sent me a paper saying that Judge Shoemate was going to be taking over everything. But this motion don't say nothing. It don't say that. On the motion that I received after that one, it don't say where I go to court or nothing. I mean, it says it's a Meade County case, but they're all Meade County cases. I haven't committed crime anywhere, but the only place that's accusing me of committing crimes is Meade County. So I know it's a Meade County case, but I don't know what judge is doing it. I don't know what judge is doing it. I've heard rumors that it's the Meade County judge, but the Meade County judge already recused, and the only way a judge recuses is if there's a conflict of interest in the parties. So if that same judge has already recused on other cases, that means there's a conflict in the parties, which would mean he'd have to recuse from this one, right? Want to chat if you think that makes sense. So like, if the basis for a recusal is that there's a conflict with the parties and all the parties are still the same parties, then if you recuse from one, you have to recuse from all cases. So if all of the judges in Meade County recused due to the parties, this is what they said, conflict, then there ain't no cases that they could hear. So I don't know. I don't know who the judge is tomorrow. But I did contact Shoemate's office, and they're showing that I got court on the 24th. That's all I know. But online, it shows that I have court on the 19th tomorrow morning, and on the 24th. Different cases. So I guess I got court in the morning at 9:20, and the court does say that it is on the motion to increase my bond. So I don't know. I'm just going to, desperately hope I'm at the right court at 9:20. And I'm hoping that whatever judge is hearing it understands that I need more information from the prosecutor to even know what the fuck to defend against, because it's complete bullshit. And if it's on the new charges, they really need to establish those charges, because there has not been a crime established in the writings of the criminal complaint that was put in by Brown, who's obviously just trying to use the legal system that they work for to try to win a lawsuit in another state that they already filed. On top of other bullshit things. This is just pure retaliation, man. Just an abomination of the justice system from every angle. It's what I'm dealing with. All right. Y'all gonna make me put my old man glasses on so I can read some of the chat. I've been having more and more problems with my vision. Don't make fun of me. Don't make fun of me. Go ahead. Ask questions. Hey, Odin, what's happening? Odin from Norway. You never called me back the other day, Odin. Sorry to say this, but the U.S. system overall is stuck in the past. Well, if by stuck in the past you mean they abuse them, the people that work in our government abuse it, that would be true. I don't know what Darren's conversation is with Wing. Let's see. Bill says, are we a lawyer now, Teresa? Oh, somebody in here talking some shit, pretending to be lawyers. Jen Thunder says, this is bullshit. So sorry, Chris. Thank you, Jen. I'm sorry, too. Let's see. Keeper List says, hey, who's the old guy? That was a good one. How big are those glasses? Just big enough for my big fat face. My big fat face, caveman. Malicious prosecution from day one, and definitely well into the financial distress part of it. Absolutely, Zuzana. Yeah, for sure. Which, that's a reactive measure, is filing against malicious prosecution. That will be happening for sure, no matter what happens. The glasses look good, says Wingspan. Bullshit, but thank you. Prayers, Chris and Tiff, thank you. I appreciate that, Jen. The process is the punishment, says Steve. Yeah, it is. The special judge prosecution should be involved. Please give us any update tomorrow. Odin is correct, says NZ. Yeah, I'll definitely be giving you all an update for sure. Maybe I'll be in jail and Tiffany will be your update, but you'll get it. Why not you call? Who? Call who, Eagle? Well, there's a court order for me to not have any kind of contact with any of the government in Meade County, so I cannot call the clerk. I can't call the clerk. My attorneys, Tom, for all those other cases, he's not established in this case yet because this case is brand new. He's been trying to call all day and not getting straightforward answers. So I guess we'll find out. Let's see. T-Bone says, this is stuff you hear about but never really think it happens. Reminds me of Karen Reed's case, the woman that was wrongfully prosecuted and set up. Yeah, it does really happen, no, T-Bone. It does. That's what you can see here. There is no justice in the just us system, says I am the click commander. Yeah, it is. It's all about them. They just use it to their advantage. That's it. You can't get protection. You can't get them to press charges against people that are doing things to hurt other family members or whatever, property. Everything's a civil case. Everything's a civil case unless it's one of them. Then it's all of a sudden criminal case. Free Tav, put Free Tav in the chat. That's not up here, but I want y'all to do it. Hashtag Free Tav. The man should not be in jail over a trespass in which, the way I understand it, he never even set foot on the private property. So, Free Tav, y'all. Free Tav. And I think Nikki has a post where if you all wanted to send in some honey buns, he is stuck in jail for, I think, another 80 days or something like that. So, hashtag Free Tav, and if y'all can afford to go get him a donut or something, he'd probably appreciate that. Caveman says, good to see me on here. I know, I'm sorry, Caveman. I know, man. It's all by design. Didn't my mama tell me I go blind, says Darren? My mama told me a lot of crazy shit. She's paranoid schizophrenic. So I never knew what to believe. But yeah, I am starting to go blind. I'm farsighted is what it is. Uh, let's see. People saying hi to one another. You wish Lenny was here. He misses everything. Where is Lenny? Is Lenny not here? Always praying, says Linda. We love you, Linda. Thank you. Jen Thunder with 99 cents and the big hearty O face, like face. I love it. Thank you, Jen Thunder. Appreciate it. Can I have contact with Loretta? Well, of course I can have contact with Loretta, to which I do every time Bal's on stream. Loretta, to the Lorettas in the house. All right. And Rebecca's smoking a cigarette. I need a cigarette too, especially what I got coming up tomorrow. I don't even know how to prepare for court. They didn't even tell me what to defend against. Like, even if I'm pro se. Nikki's putting out my cash app. If y'all want to help with legal fees, or maybe even if I have to bond tomorrow, like every penny will be towards legal expenses, no matter how you look at it. So whatever we make on YouTube, whatever we get in the cash app, whatever we get from anybody that hands us $1, anything that's handed to us is going to be used on legal expenses. We're about 50,000 in the hole on legal expenses right now. $50,000 in the hole. And that's, we're not paying that right now because we don't have it. What we're doing is doing a lot of stuff pro se without it because we don't have it. But we're doing it. Two-tier justice system, says Troll 850. Them versus us, and them have more than us. Absolutely. Well said, Troll 850. STD in the house. Free tabs. There's all the free tabs. Boy, I'm way behind. Let me go ahead and jump forward. Sorry about anything I missed. Yeah, Rod Dog, I'm about 50K in the hole right now towards legal expenses. Now, granted, I'm not going to spend every penny of that because we've done a lot of it ourselves. But, like, for example, I was supposed to have to pay. Let me go ahead and take these ugly things off. Oh, thank you, Troll 850, for the $5 in case of bail. Thank you very much. All right, so, shit, what was the question? Troll's donation threw me off. Well, T-Bone, if I get locked up tomorrow, then what'll happen is they're going to increase my bond, and I have no idea how much. If they increase my bond, I have no idea how much. What I was saying is that, like, so for example, like the Brown versus Ryder case, I had lawyers, but I was supposed to keep paying to keep them, and I was already accruing a bill to which was getting past what I could afford. So what I would have needed would have been about $20,000 to like keep attorneys through the whole thing. So we've done a lot of it pro se. I've gone pro se and did like most of it without the attorneys because I can't afford to pay them for what I know I need to do. So like that's 20 grand that I really could use and need to keep legal staff. VA Outlaw drops $5. Viva La Rata! Hell yeah, VA. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. Well, you guys are feeling generous today. Thank you. So that's one example. Second example, so we need protective orders and stuff against Todd Bryant. Like that dude just, oh my God, man. He is insane and obsessive, and it is crazy. And we've been like doing everything we can to like get the courts to step in and get a check on this motherfucker, on Todd fucking Child Stalker Bryant. I call him that because he literally stalked Tiffany's daughter, right? That's how fucking obsessed he is. The dude was trying to do an in-person interview with Tiffany's minor. That's how obsessed that cocksucking weirdo is. So it's creeping us out. So I filed civil action against him, and that's like a $15,000 case if I was to use attorneys. So now you got the $20,000 from the Brown versus Ryder case. You got 15 that I could certainly use against Todd's case. So, and then you figure I'm at least, 25 to 35,000 in the hole with Tom that still needs to be paid. I mean, he took on Tom Clay. He took on all those extra criminal charges. We had only paid him up for the first set of charges. I think there was 4 charges plus the 2 original ones. So we'd only paid him up to 6 charges. I'm up to like 25 now. The man's been practically working for free based on some gas money payments we've been able to give him. So like I'm like 30 grand in the hole on that, which of course that's priority. So like if I get to the point where, you know, everything's covered and I'm making a little bit of money here, you know, or I'm getting some contributions, the majority of it will go to Tom Clay to get all these criminal charges knocked out. And no, we haven't started like a GoFundMe or nothing. It's just, you know, I hate to ask for anything. I try not to ask. And I don't even really know an amount. Like Tom hasn't even given me a set amount. He's just as flabbergasted as we are about all these charges getting racked up and thrown in. He's just like, oh my God, I don't even know what they think they're doing. Or what to charge or anything. He's just rocking and rolling. So, and like I said, he's been in the hospital. Like, he's not in good shape. Are you talking about Todd there, Kittle? Todd says he don't want his family involved, but he doesn't mind involving other people's family. Yeah, no, he literally goes after people's family. And then when anyone like offers the same in return to him, he acts like he's the victim. That's what they all do. Oh yeah, they got all their information wrong too, which is fine. I mean, well, not fine. It's bad, but like I try not to pay attention to it. You know, my battle isn't directly against the idiots that are doing this, right? That's not where my battle is. My battle is against the idiots who they're doing it with and for what the purpose. That's my point. I don't care about YouTube drama. I just care about protecting my family, my reputation, my cases, right? And winning. Mm-hmm. Yeah, JJ and his minions, says Rebecca. Absolutely, that's all it is. It's all it is. And remember, y'all, the case originated because JJ's best friend, Ray Whited, attacked Tiffany and beat her up on a live stream. He wasn't even a party to the case. He just doing it for his buddy. He even said that the first time he ever appeared on YouTube. He said, well, I knew that I had to do something when I seen that video. Well, the video was his best friend beating Tiffany up. He knew that he had to step up and do something for the county, he said. Like once we get to a real courtroom, it's going to be like, done. Just they're going to sweep it right off. And then we're going to go into litigation, civil litigation. But I got to get it to a courtroom. And they're trying to spend a lot of my money to get me there. And I have not had anywhere near a lot going on YouTube for support and stuff. I haven't asked. As a matter of fact, I've had to stay silent a lot because of lawfare. So what I've been doing is strategically holding back. Here, I'll explain it. I have been strategically holding back when I knew that one of these idiots were about to put something out that I was already being accused of putting out. So I knew that one of these idiots was going to put something out that I was already being accused of being putting out, which I hadn't put out. So I would pretend like I'm going to do a live stream and we're going to talk about this, that, or the other. And then one of these idiots would try to beat me to it and they would go put it out. It was just the way I did it. So like I wasn't really going to do a stream on it. I just told everybody that because these people, the word would get to them. Put them on the chat if that makes sense. If that you understand. I hope you understand because I wasn't trying to deceive any of you good people. I was just trying to make sure that these people, you know, proved my case. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't doing it to like trick anybody, but not none of you all. But I let them go ahead and prove that they were in cahoots. You know what I mean? I wasn't lying about it either. I didn't come through with it. So like if I said, hey, I'm doing a video on such and such next week, well, they would hurry up and do video on said such and such, right? Because they were going to anyway. And the only reason I ever said I'm doing a video on such and such is because the rumor mill was already spinning in which they were accusing me of doing that content, which I hadn't done yet. So I've tricked them by saying, hey, I'm going to be doing a video on this thing. And then I wasn't, right? I wasn't even going to do it. And then I waited for one of them to put it out. Like they were going to anyway. You know what I mean? I just gave them the opportunity to tie their own noose. And it worked. They proved that they were co-conspirators to the point where I could put this filing on this paper. You know what I'm saying? So now, to these people, now they understand how they did this to themselves. Todd Bryant, that's how you did it to yourself. You did it to you. You did it. Christopher Ruff, Direct D, this is how you did this to yourself. You're perhaps the favorite. Yeah, Chris, I know you feel like you're not loved by your government officials that you conspired with, but you're perhaps their favorite. You're at least my favorite and my lawyer's favorite, because the things that you have done are unreconcilable. And the things that you conspired with that government official, you are, next to Kaiser, perhaps the most god awful, disgusting individual that a public official could have ever associated themselves with. So thank you. Thank you, Skinhead Peckerwood Ruff, for being such a disgusting individual that it definitely paints the proper picture as to who you were conspired with. Like, that's what I needed. I needed you to do that. So you did. Thank you. Gotcha. Killamilla 0513. I mean, the most we can say about Killamilla is, he's slow. Obviously, he's slow. I wasn't trying to take advantage of him, having, a mental issue or whatever. But the stuff he was doing was disgusting as well. And I mean, he just keeps running around calling me a pedo, all this crazy shit, and then conspiring with the government. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got yourself put on this list, right? And then Michael Kaiser, God, everybody knows he won't be leaving jail. When this stuff hits him on top of everything else, he ain't gonna leave jail because he's where he belongs. Because Kaiser is where he belongs. So Kaiser and Ruff are like right there side by side, like on the same level of absolutely absurd, disgusting, who should have never been affiliated with any government officials. So, those two, both of them listed. Kelly Brown is the mother of Amber Brown. Now, I don't have nothing personal. I don't have nothing personal against any of the government officials. Never in my life has I considered any of the government officials personally to be anything other than saying what they've done. And the reason it's on this is because the mother of Brown literally was the moderator of a harassment campaign that they created on social media, and is in put a one in chat if you all have seen Kelly Brown talking nasty, disgusting shit about me and Tiffany on YouTube. Kelly Brown. Put a one in chat if you've seen it yourself. If you have seen Kelly Brown talking shit, disgusting shit about us all over YouTube, because the woman wasn't even on YouTube. And it all started with her being with William and Anya, which is Tiffany's ex-husband and his current wife, moderating and creating a literal hate group on Facebook. They were the creators of it. Right? So that's how she got her name on this list. And then that also covers William and Anya. That's how they got their names on this list. Greg Brent. Y'all know who Greg Brent is? Put a one in chat if y'all remember the Carrollton group, the racist Carrollton group. The ones that came to where we were when we were at the courthouse in Carrollton, Kentucky, because they were racist. They had racist paraphernalia, signs and things like that out. And Tiffany and I did a video of us going there to force the government to remove those signs. They were racist. So, little R1's flying. So, Greg is the idiot that calls himself my brother's keeper. Have y'all seen that? My brother's keeper? Yeah, that queefy dude has been all over the internet just lying through. I mean, he's inbred, so we got to give him just a little bit of leniency, for his being the mental retardation part of it. Like, we know he's inbred. But besides that, the behavior, whether you're inbred or not, the behavior is the problem. And his behavior has been seen by everybody, and it'll be seen again through this summons. It'll be seen more. So, like, Greg is probably going to be the first idiot to run to his channel and try to delete stuff. Don't worry, we got it all recorded, and anything you delete, we're going to report that to the judge. So, Greg probably shouldn't delete it, and he shouldn't be panicking right now and being in his phone deleting text messages from JJ and stuff, but he probably is. But that'll just get him charges soon. So my brother's queeper, my brother's creeper. Oh, wait, that's what we call him when he creeps and stalks us with his gun. Let's just call him Greg. Greg, just don't, bub. Just don't. Benghazi Rabbit. Sounds like he's been in a lot of trouble. William Barthel. Sounds like he's gotten himself in a lot of trouble. Things are really catching up to him. Well, William, in his conspiracy with these public officials, he had the nerve to go as far with his little girlfriend, secret courtship, to do a video where they were threatening Tiffany's kids' schools. The fucking elementary schools. Is he retarded? I don't think he has an excuse. And neither does Courtney. Why would you threaten kids at their schools, man? For a government official? Why would you do that? But they did. So that's why they're on here. And then Frauder Watch. The Aussie. The nobody. The dude that means nothing to anybody. He was just so obsessed with Kaiser that he felt it necessary to be over fanatical about his position on YouTube about auditor, anti-auditor, whatever. I don't know, man. But that little dude wrote a fake death threat saying it was for me, along with like applications to work at government offices where I had no contact orders, and wrote a bunch of cease and desist letters saying that he was us, that he was me. But perhaps the biggest one was he wrote a cease and desist letter with a death threat to the public official's child, and then sent that to the public official, to which the public official, knowing that it was a fraudulent document, went into court and said, hey, this came from Ryder, from me. He's been involved. So, you know, he's from Australia, man. He's even said doing it, and then just thinks just because he's in Australia, nothing's going to be done about it. Well, I'll tell you what will be done. What will be done is this filing, and it's already done. So we'll see now, I guess. His name's David. So David, I guess we'll see, you know, because you wanted to test this. David wanted to test it. Frauder Watch wanted to test and see if American courts had any reach. I don't know. I'm going to leave that up to the judge to find out. What do y'all think of that? So maybe I will get locked up tomorrow. You know, maybe their wish will come true. But all this is done. I'm set right now. I'm good for a few weeks or whatever before anything else has to be done. I've got another filing that's already prepared and ready to get submitted. Even if I'm not available, it'll still get submitted. And that is against Todd Bryant. So, like, you know, we're going to see what the judge says on that case, and then whatever. And that hasn't even been assigned to a judicial officer yet. So once that gets assigned to the judge, I've got a couple things prepared for what I think is probably going to happen. Basically, we just really want the protective order against Todd Bryant. Put in one chat if you agree that we really need a protective order against Todd Bryant. Put in one chat if you agree that we really need a protective order that basically covers our family. Yeah, it's hashtag oopsie, says 7 cities. Oopsie, you got your name listed on court documents, right? Yeah. Yeah, we do. We need it. We need it. The dude is stalking. He was stalking Tiffany's little girl, little minor. We're not talking about an of age child that's an adult now. We're talking about at the time when he started stalking her and we found out about, she was 13. Fucking 13. He's chasing her around because he don't like Tiffany and he's obsessed with me, and wanted to do an interview with her. A fucking 13-year-old girl. And that wasn't where he stopped. He's met her several times since then. He's even gone as far as to like become buddies with the girl's piece of shit dad. Piece of shit dad that uses his kid as a tool to try to hurt Tiffany. So he's still not over their divorce. From 15 fucking years ago. More. Whew. It's been a wild ride, y'all. Y'all want to see Diesel one more time? If he'll get up on the bed? Put it on the chat if you want to see. Where's Steve Cousins? That was all. Steve Cousins said he wanted proof of life. I guess he's going to have to watch this later. Yeah, 55-year-old man. It is disgusting, right, Wingspan? Funny how he's got so much evidence against Rabbit, but still acts like he doesn't know anything, right? Well, there's been plenty of evidence against Rabbit. I don't think it's too hard to talk about that case. There's been plenty of evidence. Todd just still blows it out of proportion and basically like comes up with the whole storyline in his own brain, and he's never right about any of it. Let me go ahead and get Diesel real quick. Hey, Diesel, they want to see you. They want to see you. You got to get up here. Come on. Yep. Now look here. Right here. Right here. Right here. Hey. Oh, he's such a good boy. He's such a good boy. He's such a good boy, Diesel. Is that my boy? Oh, remember when Stephanie Weaver was like, I saw y'all kick a dog. Do it, kick a dog. Do it, kick a dog, Diesel. Do it, kick a dog. He's going to sneeze on my face. Don't do it. 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 I saw you kick a dog. That's how we play with it now. I saw you kick a dog. I saw you kick a dog. Oh, did you kick a dog? All right, y'all. I hope I don't go to jail tomorrow, but if I do, I'm going to need y'all to bail me out. And I got court for arraignment on the 24th, and it's also pre-trial for like 5 other of the charges. And one more thing that's kind of weird, we've noticed it may or may not be a thing, but online in the Kentucky records, it appears that my charges have been disappearing. That a lot of them were just double the same thing. It's weird. We'll figure that out. But until next time, y'all, love you so much. And I hope I see you tomorrow. I guess we'll find out what happens. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask for, I'm going to tell the judge, I do not have a lawyer. I'm not prepared to argue this. The prosecutor's motion is not clear. I don't understand what he's alleging against me. I have not been to an arraignment yet on those 5 charges that y'all are claiming are crimes, which are not. And I don't want to argue it without a lawyer. So I'm going to ask him for a continuance, and I guess we'll see what happens. But that's all I'm asking for. So if I don't come out of there tomorrow, just know that a judge who's already supposedly recused because he is a conflict, if it's the same judge, I might just be talking smoke right now because I'm not even sure if it's the same judge. But if it is, and he don't let me, the only thing I'm asking for is a continuance. That's it. And despite what the rumors are, they say that we keep trying to continue. 90% of the continuances that have happened are either just normal procedure that the haters on you, that these people don't understand. It's either been just normal procedure that they don't understand and they misinform y'all, or it's been the prosecutor or the judges doing things to move things back. Not us. We've only, hell, my lawyer has even showed up. I mean, Todd put a fucking tampon on his head because my lawyer showed up to court, right? Because he had just had cancer removed from his face. And he still showed up in the recovery room with a bandage over where the cancer was removed. And Todd's disgusting ass did a video saying, well, delay Clay, and he's wearing a tampon on his head. Clay didn't delay, man. The dude had cancer removed from his head and still showed up for court. So no, we have not been delaying. So tomorrow will be a time that has been very rare where all I'm asking for, and they've delayed it a million times, so all I'm asking for tomorrow is push it back. And I'm also going to ask for the prosecutor to be more clear so that I can bring a proper defense, because they are not prepared to have this hearing tomorrow. That's it. That's all I'm asking for. So if I don't come out tomorrow, know that that's what the conditions were that they locked me up on. All right? Hope it don't happen. Love you all, and I'll see you soon. Good night.